Robots carve bonsai trees for busy people. People who practice the ancient art of bonsai are now getting help from robots to grow and prune miniature trees in their homes and offices. The idea is, why go outside to spend time in nature when you can have your own miniature forest indoors to enjoy whenever you want? Horticulture industry analysts estimate that robots will increase bonsai tree production by 400% over the next decade. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a corresponding need for more technicians to maintain, repair, and upgrade all these new agricultural robots. Busy executives, stressed out, overworked housewives, and folks who have grown so old or disabled that they find it challenging to take care of miniature bonsai trees on their own are increasingly relying on agricultural robots to trim the plants for them. Most tree pruning robots are programmed to work autonomously with onboard artificial intelligence, while others are guided by human telepresence operators who control them from remote. These telepresence bonsai robots are intended for Americans who distrust machine learning and AI, and instead want expert human gardeners to guide the robots that look after their plants. Miniature bonsai tree robots are based on recent innovations in large-scale automated industrial farming machinery. Most Americans are familiar with the idea that robotic tractors and other mechanized farming equipment are removing much of the drudgery of food production, with fewer humans working in the fields and orchards. This leads to lower prices at the grocery store, at least in the produce section. It's relatively easy to create robots that can automatically harvest crops such as barley and wheat and keep the grains intact. But the first generation of agricultural robots were unable to pick delicate plants without damaging them. Now, equipment manufacturers are spending billions of dollars to research and develop robots to harvest more soft and sensitive agricultural products, such as blueberries, lettuce, tomatoes, and asparagus. At one of these companies, an entrepreneurial product manager realized that their new robotic technology is not just suited for picking delicate plants more efficiently on industrial-scale farms. It would also be ideal for helping people automatically maintain their itsy-bitsy bonsai trees. The project manager knew that his grandmother's arthritis was preventing her from tending to her bonsai trees. She loved the idea of having a robotic gardening assistant, so the manager added her to the group of beta testers. Soon, her bonsai tree garden was thriving again. Her only feedback was to make the robots cuter and able to work twice as fast. The company knew they had a hit on their hands. They jumped at the opportunity and created a new division to focus on outreach to bonsai tree enthusiasts, primarily in America and Japan. To date, they've sold 140,000 bonsai tree robots and anticipate sales to grow 15% every year. How can robots make your Japanese-themed agriculture more relaxing? Just like a robotic vacuum cleaner sucks up dirt and debris while patrolling rooms whenever you leave them, or according to a schedule you set, bonsai tree robots work according to when you program them, such as while you're at work or school or when sleeping. Or you can let them work while your family observes them from the comfort of the living room couch. The Japanese word bonsai refers to a tree planted in a tiny container. However, bonsai trees are not genetically modified miniature versions of trees like some people think. They are ordinary trees that you prune and shape to keep them ultra small. Bonsai trees can live for hundreds of years if you take good care of them. Popular candidates for bonsai trees include cherry, elm, and maple. And now, with the help of advanced robots, you can cultivate an entire miniature forest of tiny trees inside your home. However, there is some controversy in the world of competitive bonsai trees. Traditional bonsai tree cultivators do not think it's fair for them to have to compete against individuals who rely on robots to prune their tiny trees. But those who use robots say the machinery is just following the instructions that the owners program it to carry out. So people are still responsible for all the creative work. If shovels, pruning shears, and other metal instruments are mere extensions of our bodies, shouldn't we also consider robots to be amplified versions of ourselves? Elderly people with arthritis and disabled individuals who find it difficult to manipulate tiny pruning instruments and other gardening equipment argue that they have a right to enjoy bonsai tree cultivation without being stigmatized for their use of robots. Regardless of your position on the use of mechanized assistants to cultivate bonsai trees for competitions, everyone can agree that the proliferation of robots deployed for bonsai tree cultivation, shaping, and pruning delivers a net benefit to society, increasing the amount of beauty and relaxation in the world, and helping people bring more of the natural world into their homes. And of course, the robots themselves are all natural, made from metal that humans and their robot assistants dig out of the earth. If you enjoyed this report, subscribe to Nice Planet and enable notifications to make sure you see each new video. Thanks for watching.